So hello, I'm Guermonprez and I'm a software engineer for Intel. I'm working with universities like Didier to develop innovation on student research and development. And to do that, we released a few months ago a board that is called the Galileo. It's basically an Intel PC with an Intel processor, USB network and everything, but also Arduino compatible pins. So you can have fun with electronics, just like Arduino people do all the time on internet, and take advantage of all the great documentation that you have on internet, but also use it as a software development platform. So you can have network access, run MQTT, all the wonderful Eclipse frameworks on this kind of board. So that's a prototyping platform. And in a few months, we'll release this board, very small. All the connectors are on a separate cable, so you can use it for production. It's very compact, low energy, so it's really a wonderful design. But the most important for us is not really the hardware, because I'm a software guy, so my goal is to develop very good collaborations with students and professors like Didier. So perhaps you can explain us what you've done.
Yes, so I'm Didier Donsez, I'm professor in computer science in University of Grenoble, and we are developing in our curriculum the innovation, and especially in the domain of Internet of Things. So we have pedagogy which is based on projects, and project could be also the result of this project could be the creation of the startup. And for this, for the EclipseCon, we have developed, in fact, a voting machine. Students have developed this voting machine, and in fact, it's a very quick prototyping of it. So we have here in a box that is that is cut with a laser cutter, done in our Fab Lab. You have inside a Galileo board, which is a gift of the Intel company, and you have three NFC reader in order to read by RFID the ID of the attendees. And in fact, this information is published on MQTT topic on a Eclipse Mosquito server, and after it was count on the server and displayed to the attendees. So this is one of the projects of the students that they have done. So this will be transferred to a company after the.
And so you said the box is actually laser cut. You guys also have a Fab Lab in your university, right? Can you briefly tell us what a Fab Lab is?
In fact, a Fab Lab is a place, it's a contraction of fabrication laboratories. And in fact, in the context of Internet of Things, you need to prototype to have minimal viable products in order to prove that your idea is good, and ideas could be demonstrated. And so we have developed since 3 years ago, 5 years ago, a place in which the student can have machine and tools and numerical machine in order to prototype quickly electronics, but also things and contents of the thing, such this box. So this box is quite rough, but it may enable to prove that it's possible to have this kind of object in computer science.
Okay, so you tell us that this project could eventually become a product. What are the possible next steps that you guys thought about? Like, so how could you improve this machine?
In fact, if the students are motivated to create a company, the university can help them to improve their product during their cursus. So this is very important, because at the end they have a diploma and they have an idea, a minimal viable product, and they can meet business angel in order to fund their project.
And so basically all the design, all the source code is open source, right? People can go and GitHub?
In this context, it's the case. And in fact, most of the projects are on GitHub because we want to disseminate and praise the project, but we need also to see what the students are practicing, the good practice of their development.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. You guys, so as you said, you're using what? Paho and QTT, Mosquito?
Yes, Python.
Yeah, it's in Python.
Especially also research results of my lab, which is one from iPopo, which is a component model, dynamic component model for Python.
So it's like OSGI for Python.
Yes, it's very similar to the AGI principle. Node.js, Node-RED, some visualization frameworks such as D3E or AngularJS and so on.
On first, that's really interesting to understand what they are using, why they're using it, because all these technologies are totally new. So it's very nice to have scouts that will use, understand what is the best technology and how to use it. It's great.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.